Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me for the weekly reading beginning 26th of June 2017. You joined me, Lorien, for this weekly reading, and in my witchy room I'm finally not on the floor. But yes, we're going to be using the Guardians, is the Oracle? I don't know, Guardian Angel Oracle, whatever it's called, and this is by Drawing Virtue. And basically the energies I think that are coming through mostly for the month of June anyway has been about re-examination and seeing what basically comes through meaning more to us and where we stand basically on all the higher issues that are being brought out in the world at large, to be perfectly honest. And I think it's through this maybe re-examination that we're actually trying to receive something that's a little bit higher than ourselves, and that can be fascinating, but it can also be incredibly difficult to kind of ascertain what exactly is coming through for everybody. So with this, it's just a general reading. If you want a personal reading, please do click on the link below. I've got my Etsy shop now, and I also have my website still, so if you can't find one on the other, it'll probably be on the other one. If you want like numerology, that's on my website. If you want something else, it's probably on Etsy. I'm working on building up Etsy to reflect my website as well, so just some people find it easy to track on there. And if you do want to become a Patreon, thank you very much. All the information is in the box below, and it's basically just to support me month to month. If I can get new tarot decks, if I can get new things for you to enjoy, because it's not just for me, it's actually a tool for you. So hopefully we can get the new oracle deck for the next few months, maybe, just for these weekly readings. But yeah, without further ado, let's have a look and see. Now I do want everybody to take a deep breath. And if you can see all the mess behind me, I do apologise. I am in the process of being a big spring clear out, completely moved away from all the kind of stuff that we've kind of accumulated over the last few years. Okay. Alright. Peace, which is really nice. Spiritual understanding, also nice. Oh, and 2 just came out. Oh, and 3 just came out. Okay. Alright. So I just put them there. Okay. So we have peace, spiritual understanding, prosperity, leadership, and clairsentience. Mixed bag, mixed bag. Okay. So we've got peace comes from remembering that only love is real. I'm really not moved. Okay, there we go. So peace comes from only remembering love is real, and I agree. Too many times in the last few months have we all gathered together in united mourning and grief and outrage and everything like that. We are basically going through a very big transformational stage. We're in the universal year 1. That's what it's all about. We're not happy with the status quo anymore, and we want change. Now this could be change for ourselves, this could be change for, you know, various reasons, to be perfectly honest. It could be just that we are wanting to overcome setbacks from our personal life, that things in the world have actually attributed to it. We could be basically looking at ourselves as inventors and seeing the unique way that our minds work and what we can bring to the universe at large. You know, it's basically just trying to find the right moment for you, the right time for you to actually say, yeah, I am peaceful within myself. I know what I'm trying to do, and I know what I really you know, want to do with myself. Now, not everybody's going to feel it this week, but I do think it's a good time to maybe work towards that. So the piece saying that only love is real, yes it is, because that's what we're united by. That's what we have shown in the last month especially, to show that we are wanting to get forwards and we are wanting to make a difference. But maybe it starts with ourselves as well. We have to start with ourselves to know that, you know, the change that we want to see has to be portrayed outside of it as well. So it's kind of like a two-way thing. The next one was spiritual understanding, and this says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. With this one, it seems as though the spiritual truth begins with us again, and it feels as though that we are doing our best, I think, with all the thoughts and prayers and things that people have sent. It's almost like we are now accumulating that in a more generalized way. Our thoughts and prayers seem to be the default thing now, but I think if a lot of people do honestly mean it, they're like candles. They send out good fortunes, they send out good things. And the spiritual understanding that seems to come from that is that we get some kind of community going with each other. And this week I do think that community is going to mean a lot to people. Community is going to mean quite a significant amount, to be honest, to each other. It's like that we are working towards something that may be uncomfortable in some places. I think a few of us are going to be held to demands, like other people are going to say, we want this done by this date, and we want this done, we expect this of you, and we expect that of you. And spiritual understanding just gives you a sense, right, this is not what I'm meant to be doing. What I'm meant to be doing is focusing on me on the inside, and, you know, rather than everything else that people are trying to shove on my shoulders. And I think that's going to really help you in the course of this week, maybe just to see that it's not all about what people are trying to shove you and trying to make you do. It's more about what you do on the inside for yourself. That's the kind of thing that I think they're trying to portray through me at this point. Now, if you're able to kind of make that peace with yourself, make the spiritual understanding that all this that we see, like get this new iPhone and get this new thing and get this project done, that's all base. That's nothing, anything like rising up. And once you understand that, that's when the prosperity comes through. And the prosperity says, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. This is what people have been doing a lot lately in emails to me, and I think some comments as well. It's like, I've been trying to do law of attraction. I've been trying to, you know, get the people, get the energies that I need, and the position that I want, and this amount of money that I want, and all that sort of stuff that seems to be coming through. And I do think this is the best thing that you could possibly ever do. This is the best thing that you could do within yourself, is find that peace, find that spiritual understanding of what spirit means to you, and then make it into prosperity. It's like some of us have creative gifts, some of us have gifts with animals, some of us have gifts with wanting to portray culture. Some of us have gifts which are basically to help others as well. And I think that's the kind of thing that prosperity lends itself to. It gives us the freedom, it gives us the ability to kind of see what else we can achieve. Because I read recently and actually watched a video on YouTube, a Shara Star Goddess. She was talking about the alchemy and the fact that, you know, the main point of alchemy is to be free. If a poor person is hungry, they're not going to be focused on getting themselves wealth and stuff. They just want to get the next meal. They're focused on that. And it's like, if you work 10-hour days, 12-hour days, you're not really going to want to work on your prosperity so much, because you're going to be absolutely knackered and drained. So if you have the freedom first, maybe the peace is your freedom, maybe the spiritual understanding is your freedom, that is when you'll be able to kind of seek that prosperity and bring that into you. So I think you just need to kind of see what in your daily life is not necessary this week, and maybe kind of push that to one side, and then focus on what makes you happy, just maybe even for an hour or two this week. Just kind of focus on what makes you happy and draw in that good energy. Now these two came at the same time, or kind of, you know, very close together. So this was clairsentience. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. And leadership. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So I think this is kind of like notice what, it's very difficult to put these up. Notice what the universe, let's notice I had lipstick all over my teeth. So notice what the universe is trying to give to you, notice what the universe is trying to say, and then pass that on to others. Pass that on to the people down below, pass that on to the people who need to hear it, pass it on to the sentient beings or the whoever you want to talk to. Pass it down, because I think that this will actually give you the courage a lot of the time this week to actually move towards the goals that may seem out of reach. For instance, I really want to buy a house, I really want to have a baby, I really want to travel the world, I really want to blah blah blah. If that's what you really want to do, then you can absolutely do that, and that's basically it. That's all you need to know. You can do it, and it's not the limitations that the world places on you, it's the limitations that you feel that you've placed on yourself a lot of the time. Not all the time, a lot of the time it is based on other people, but I do think that if you listen to the things that you are getting told from your spirit guides and that you're getting told from the universe in general, I think after that time you will be able to kind of express that to other people. You'll be able to sort of give that ability and that just that knowledge, what you've been through, and pass it on to other people. So sometimes when you're giving advice to people, this happens to me all the time, if you're giving advice to somebody, you actually realise it's a solution to your own problem. And it's like, I'm giving them the advice and then I need to hear this as well. So it could be that as you transfer that knowledge to some other people, you realise, hey, wait a minute, this is actually cool. I actually, need this myself. So that could be something that you get this month. You could get this little leadership thing that as you lead others with a knowledge of spirituality and just kind of like the friendly pat on the shoulder or the encouragement or the nice ear to somebody's problems, you're probably going to figure out some of your own stuff too. And that's the best thing, I think, a lot of the time, is actually working with others to solve both of your problems. So that seems to be coming through quite a lot this week. And to be honest, I do think that there's a lot that we need to learn still. There's a lot that we need to develop within ourselves. But a lot of the time, I think it's starting small, and we are starting small, and it basically means understand that peace is love and love is peace. That's the first thing you need to do this week. Don't allow yourself to be dragged ragged around everywhere. And then I think you'll see things start to settle down a little bit, and July seems to be pretty damn spiffy. In all the readings that I've done, it seems to be pretty damn cool. So yeah, I wish you the very best of luck, everybody. If you want a reading, let me know, or go to the websites and I'll be in touch with you. As soon as I see that PayPal receipt, I'll be in touch with you that way. Or if you want to become a patron and support me each month for additional readings, you can do that down below as well. But thank you so much for commenting and liking and sharing and everything that you do for me, because it really does mean the world and I feel very connected to you all. So thank you so much, and hopefully I will be able to speak to you very soon. But enjoy this week ahead. Make sure that you take care of yourself with everything that you do this week. And yeah, I'm very much hopeful to be able to kind of connect with you all very soon.